Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I don't even really know where to start with this video. I was really hoping this was going to be a more kind of positive video, but honestly it is what it is, and there's just a few things that I need to let off my chest, so please bear with me. Some of you might remember about 3 months ago I made a video sharing some pretty exciting news. It was like this big life update. My family and I, we bought a plot of land and we were planning on building a house in Germany, and oh my god, I was so excited. You have absolutely no idea just how excited I was about this house. And yeah, unfortunately things haven't quite gone to plan, and I don't even really want to be making this video, but I feel like I owe it to you guys to kind of explain what's been happening, because I've had a lot of people messaging me to say what's been happening with the house, and are you almost done, and is the house almost ready, and all of this stuff. I'm just gonna quit beating around the bush. I need to get to the point. A couple of weeks ago we received some pretty shocking news that the house building company that we were building our home with had filed for bankruptcy, and as you can imagine, you know, we weren't expecting that news. It was a very shocking thing to hear. We've had a few weeks to kind of process the news, and we're feeling a little bit more positive right now, and we're making some plans to move forward. But it's been a really tough few weeks, and you know, our whole world has kind of been turned upside down with this news, and we definitely weren't expecting it. I'm not making this video to like name and shame the company. I'm not even going to tell you the name of the company, even though we are like angry, disappointed. I don't know, like it all started out really great. Everything was going so well. Up until about like a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months ago, we were extremely happy with the company that we had chosen, the building company. They were just very, very attentive. They were very quick to reply to messages, to answer their phone. They were there in a heartbeat if we had any questions, and they were just really, really great, and we got a really, really good feeling about the company. Our bank had done like a full checkup of the company. Everything was looking really great, really positive. A couple of months ago we traveled to another city in Germany to like pick out all of our materials for the house, from like the roof tiles to like the floorboards to everything, like absolutely everything, you know, the texture we wanted on the walls and the color of the house and just every single little detail, and we were just getting so excited. So everything was set to go with the house. We had spent months and months organizing everything, every single little detail. There was so much organization and so much time invested in, you know, getting things ready to start building. Anyone that's built a house will, you know, understand. So as I mentioned in the last video, we were going to be building a Fertig house, which is like a fabricated house where most of the work was going to be done like off-site in a factory and then brought onto our property and built up. So the process was like very quick, relatively quick. So in early May, basically everything was set to start building. We were so excited. We had everything planned right down to the last detail. The only thing that we were actually waiting for is to hear back from the council, like the city council, because they had to approve the architect's plans. And once we got the okay from the city council, we could go ahead with the building. So we were just waiting, and the company, they just kept pushing back the date to start building, and we were just waiting for weeks and weeks to finally be told that we could start building. And the building company just kept like pushing back the startup date, and they always had like some kind of excuse. And at this point I was starting to get a little bit worried. It was kind of the first time in this whole sort of process that Rob and I, we started to get a little bit kind of panicky, but we didn't really want to admit it to ourselves because we'd already like invested so much into this. We were just kind of trying to like reassure ourselves that everything's going to be okay. It's like a huge like building boom right now. So many people are building, and that's why, you know, it's taking longer than we expected. And people say like there's always delays when building homes and that kind of thing. So we were trying to stay positive, but you know, in the back of my mind I did have kind of like a weird feeling about it. And another thing that made us feel really uneasy was the fact that the building company became very hard to get hold of. And you know, we'd be calling them and they wouldn't be answering the phone for like days and days on end. And this is when we started to worry, because before that the building company were just very, very attentive. If we needed anything, they were there in a second. They just kind of went from being like full on and just so helpful and so like positive to just we couldn't even get hold of them. And yeah, it was I was really starting to worry. And then I think it was about a week before we heard the bad news, Rob got hold of the company and he was really firm with them, and he just said like, this is not good enough. You've kept us waiting for like almost 2 months, and when are we going to be starting this? He started to really put pressure on them, and the company just kind of blew it off and just said like, we're really sorry. We're very busy at the moment, but we will be starting very soon, and you will definitely be in your house by Christmas. Before Christmas, you will be in your house. And they originally said we will be in by September. And we thought, okay, there is like a lot of delays usually when building homes, so okay, if we're in by Christmas, that will be great. And so we just kind of relaxed a little bit, and we thought, okay, you know, we're just gonna sort of leave it in their hands and just hope for the best. And then about a week later, we heard the news that they had filed for bankruptcy, and oh my god, we were so incredibly angry. And honestly, I have to say, as angry and as frustrated as we were and as we still are, we are extremely lucky that we were not like halfway into building our house, and we are very lucky that we signed a contract to say that we are going to be building the company as we go. And they hadn't done anything. The only amount that we had paid to the company was for our plans from the architect, and I think we paid around just over 5,000 euros for these plans. And we've got the plans, so hopefully that money is not wasted, and hopefully we can use these plans in future. Guys, we are extremely lucky. We have spoken with the bankruptcy lawyer responsible for this particular case, and he said that we have no idea how lucky we are, and that so many families have lost like hundreds and thousands of euros in this, and I just feel for them. I feel so bad for these families, and it could have easily been us. Somebody was looking after us. The only thing that we've lost is a lot of time. Like, this seriously could set us back like a year. Like, we've lost a lot of time and a lot of just effort that we put into organizing all of this, and we feel just so like ripped off and so angry about it all. So the good thing is that we have our plot of land already, and we haven't lost too much money, if any money, because we may be able to use our plans from the architect. That would be amazing if we could. And basically we right now are in the process of finding a new building company. So I think we've had meetings with 3 different building companies, and these are big building companies in Germany. We are staying away from any small building companies now. It's all about like the big building companies. We are not going to be risking anything anymore. So right now a building company has given us an offer that we are kind of like discussing right now, and we may go with this particular company. We're not quite sure at the moment. So we just have to stay positive. We can't dwell on, you know, what could have been, and, you know, it all happened for a reason, you know. So thank goodness we weren't halfway through building the house. That's all I can say. That would have been an absolute nightmare. I don't know what we would have done. So it's just all forward from here. We're just trying to be positive. We're not going to be in our house by Christmas. No way. We have to keep our eye on the prize, and we will eventually be building a house in Germany. It is going to happen. It's going to be a lot later than we were expecting, but it is going to happen. And for now, we have a place to stay. You know, we're going to be staying in our house that we're in now, and it's okay. And Amelia just has to stay at her kindergarten, and that was another thing. We'd already enrolled her into her new kindergarten, and she was going to be starting in September, and that's just not going to happen. And so a lot of things have been mucked up with this whole thing. So anyway, guys, that's basically our update, and I really didn't want to go into too much detail. There's obviously a lot of detail involved in this whole story, which I've just kind of brushed over, but that's kind of basically what has happened, and this is where we are at the moment. So basically we're just in the same house that we've always been in, and we're just waiting. We're just gonna wait, and hopefully things will work out. We're keeping our fingers crossed, and we're happy, we're healthy, and that's the main thing, and it could have been a lot worse. So we're very grateful that you know, we got let off as lightly as we did. So guys, I just really wish it could have been more of a positive house building update. And you know, these things happen, like even in Germany, even in like an organized country like Germany, these kind of things do happen, and it's really unfortunate. So guys, that's about it for the update, and I promise I'm going to have some more kind of like positive content coming out soon. As usual, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again really soon. Bye!